How quick is too quick? Great question. We need to set boundaries. So what women do is we just are in this fantasy bubble. And this fantasy bubble is that God's going to send Prince Charming, and Prince Charming is going to come and whisk us off, and it's just going to be just like the movies. You know, all women are almost kind of brainwashed with this from a young age. We have Cinderella, we have all the Disney princesses. It's what happens, right? So we've got this, and we're already kind of in our heads ready to make those commitments, ready to give our all, because women come prepared, women come ready to love, women come ready to take the relationship and take it seriously. So what I advise women to do all the time is to just have very clear boundaries, to know that unless a relationship is defined, you're not in a relationship other than friendship. Even friendship, I personally think, needs to be defined. You need to know who, you need to have clear definitions. And it's when we don't define our relationships around us, because we have work friends, we have acquaintances, there's hi, we have friendships, and then we have the intimate friends that we have, and we can count on our hand. We shouldn't be having too much of those, because we then extend ourselves too far. And and then we have like the 1-2 best friends. So there's different stages of friendship. Yet what women do is they meet a guy and then they're all in, and that's too much, one, for the man, and it's too much for you, because you should be protecting that. And there's certain things that I've resolved in my heart and every fiber of me that I'm not sharing with anyone but my husband. So that means that I'm not ready to give my all or fall for anyone in that way. The way the pursuit should work is both people walking in their purpose, focused on what they're meant to be doing individually, coming together as one, and then deciding to take that relationship further. There's no conversations. There's no, are we this? There's no, are we boyfriend, girlfriend? Are we fiance? Are we courting? What are we doing right now? Are we just friends? We're not defining it, and then we fall in, we're giving our all, and then it's like, oh, I fell too deep and then he hurt me. Honey, you opened yourself up to be hurt. No one told you to give yourself. No one told you to, fall in love. And I don't even like that term, fall in love. Does that mean that you can fall out? You choose to love. I believe we've had discussions on that too. You choose to love. You choose to be a person that loves God with all your heart, mind, and soul, loves yourself, and then loves others according to yourself. But what women do, we don't even know how to love ourselves. We then, think that we need to give loads of love, and then it's overpowering, to expecting too much in this relationship. And then we kind of sit there left deflated. So I would go back and say, let's set those boundaries. Let's be really clear on what our life is about and what boundaries we have with those around us. And then once we have those, boundaries are not there to stop you. Boundaries are there to protect you. It's the white picket fence or whatever else. They're there to protect you in your house. We put a lock on the door to protect us, not to stop us from going out. We can go out if we choose, right? So we need to have those parameters to protect ourselves so that we're not falling. We're choosing to love the right ones. We're choosing to love the one that God has for us. How do we know how do we know that person's for us? We have the peace. We go to God at every step. We go to God before we go to the phone and say, hey boo, what you doing? No. Let's go to God first. Let's define the relationship with him first. Because if daddy says no, I ain't even stepping another date. It's not happening. And I'm not that kind of rigid. Yeah, I'm going to leave it at that.